Miracle moments. There are so many exciting miracle moments we wish to share with you. This has been a desire of my heart, just to tell people about the wonderful things that God has done among the nations of the earth. Not long ago, we were in the nation of Argentina, way down south from where I live here in the United States. And in one of our meetings, we had a lady that was standing not far from the platform. Now, I want to share this story with you because many people find themselves in a similar situation as this woman. She had been in a very unhealthy marriage, and her husband had divorced her. She was a beautiful Latin American woman who was divorced. And because she was from the Catholic Church and because her husband took her children, she was ostracized from the family. And a great depression and a sense of low self-esteem and depression and condemnation entered into her life. Well, she heard about the meetings that were coming to her town, and she happened to wander into one of those meetings. She really had no expectation that God would even do anything for her. I don't know, today maybe you're listening to me and you might say, what would God do for me? Does God even love me? Does He really care for me? Well, He sent me here today to tell you that He loves you and that He died for you and that these miracle moments can be a reality in your life. As that woman stood in front of the platform, very close, and she listened to the message, she began to think a new idea. Maybe God will do something for me. Maybe what these people are saying is true. Maybe I'll try tonight and I'll pray when they pray. So at the end of the meeting, we ask everyone just to shut themselves in with the Lord and to begin to pray. And as we prayed, she said she could not even lift up her head, but she had her head down like this because she was so embarrassed and so afraid that how would God react to this divorced woman? But as she began to pray and she stood there, she decided to look up because we asked them to look up. And when she looked up, a fireball came out of heaven, and that fireball came right to her. And as the fireball got close to her, Jesus came out of the fireball and He said to her, I do not condemn you. And she said right at that moment, she knew that she had been forgiven, and she knew that no longer would she ever have to be alone again. You see, the greatest miracle moment that you can experience in your life is the reality that wherever you are, no matter how old or how young, He is right there, right now, in your midst. That woman, not even expecting that Jesus would come to her, reached out her hand as He came to her. And when she touched Him, she said the depression, the condemnation, everything left her life, and a smile and a new joy entered in. A miracle moment? Oh, yes, a great miracle moment as she testified before the multitude of what God had done for her.